lit fires. Joe Gamaldi is the National Vice President of the Fraternal Order of Police. Thank you for joining us. What is going on?
Thanks for having me on.
What's your take on this? What do you think is going on in these situations?
Well, I think my take on this is what happens in 2020 when you pander to looters, rioters, when you pander to the mob. They feel unencumbered to do whatever they want to folks. They're assaulting a state senator in Wisconsin. In Atlanta, they've taken over the entire Wendy's in that area. And do you really blame the police officers in that area? They have a district attorney in Atlanta who's indicting police officers who were shot at with a deadly weapon, a taser, the same taser that DA said was a deadly weapon 2 weeks earlier when he indicted another group of cops, which, by the way, that DA is under investigation himself, so he should probably look in the mirror. But is anybody shocked that this is going on? And what we really need is for politicians and for police chiefs to start listening to the silent majority, because they want their community to be safe. They want law and order. And if you are a part of the silent majority, I'm asking you right now, please, please speak up. Contact your elected officials. Contact your police chiefs and say, enough is enough. We don't want these rioters just making our communities much more dangerous and toppling statues of George Washington and Andrew Jackson. It's got to stop.
But obviously the other side would say that this is a reaction to police practices. This is a reaction to how the minority community has been treated by police, that they don't feel like police are there representing their interests or keeping them safe. And this is a reaction to the videos and the deaths that we've seen at the hands of police. How do you respond to that?
Well, I will tell you that our police officers go out there every single day. They put their lives on the line for our communities they love, by the way. And you have a small infinitesimal amount of encounters that go bad. And what I will remind folks is that 99.99% of the time, any use of force by police officers is determined by the force that they have to meet as a result of the suspect. And we have to discuss some of these issues that there's some activity on the other side of this where people need to comply with police officers when they're giving them commands, and we'll both be able to go home safe. But to somehow say that simply because there was a bad police encounter that gives you the right to burn down our cities, burn down businesses, and ruin our communities, no, I don't buy that.
In the meantime, there are new developments in this push to defund the police. Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkan proposing a $20 million budget cut in her city's department. Also coming as she moves to dismantle the police-free CHOP zone. In Los Angeles, a key committee agreeing to slash the LAPD's budget by more than $133 million. Just a few months ago, the mayor had proposed a 7% budget increase. What does this decrease in funds mean for these departments? How do you think they will, what's the first thing that goes?
You know, it's funny. This is really the chef's kiss on everything. The irony of saying we want to defund the Seattle Police Department while at the same time saying, hey, we need to dismantle CHOP or CHAZ or whatever the hell they're calling it this week. We need to dismantle that zone. And who are they going to send in? The very police officers that they're trying to dismantle and defund. And here's even better. When they send those officers in, they're going to make sure the whole thing's videotaped. These terrorists are going to attack our police officers. The police officers are going to have to use force, and then they're going to blame the police officers for it. And as far as LA is concerned, their murder rate in the first week of June was up 250%. Does anybody in their right mind think that it's a good idea to defund the Los Angeles Police Department when murders are up 250%? And what does dismantling really look like? I don't want to hear, words about we're going to send out social workers and we're going to do this, we're going to do it. No. I want to know in practice, if somebody's got a gun to someone's head tomorrow, who exactly are they calling when they dismantle and defund these police departments? It's a completely ridiculous argument. We can agree that there should be other programs, but find the funding somewhere else.
I want to ask you, because, I mean, obviously you're very passionate about this issue. Why would anyone become a police officer right now? I mean, just hearing the agitation in your voice and the list of grievances that sound very logical to me, and what you're facing out there and the danger that you're facing and then the response that everyone is getting. Why are there any police on the job right now?
Well, I'll tell you, law enforcement applications were down 63% last year. I can only imagine what that number is going to look like this year. I don't know why a lot of people would consider taking this profession at this moment right now, but I will tell you the people that are in it, they swore an oath. They love the communities that they serve. They joined this police department to try to protect these communities. And sometimes they care more in that community than some of the residents there. But they are committed to this job. They're committing to protecting the public. And we're going to continue to do it no matter what the obstacles. But I'm going to tell you, we are in for a very dark history of the police going forward because no one's going to want to take this job.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your service. Thanks to the service for those that you represent. I hope we find a way to work this out. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
A House hearing